We know that adolescence is a phase where young people are seeking to achieve autonomy, often lasting until they're up to 25 years old. So young people are hardwired in this phase to try and solve their own problems, step back from adult supervision and experiment with risk. This, coupled with young people not seeing risk in the same way as adults, means that they are more vulnerable to the harms linked with risk in the community and being targeted by those wishing to exploit them. Many young people may experience push factors in their home life that exploiters can use to groom them more easily, or they may have some vulnerabilities that can make them more likely to be exploited. Exploiters can be very sophisticated at enticing young people, working out what could be a pull factor for them. Some young people may not be aware that they are being exploited. Some may be traumatised into silence or lack faith that adults can protect them. Exploiters can be adults or peers, any age or gender. It is important to remember that exploitation is never a young person's fault. They are not to blame, and they and their family cannot be expected to free themselves from these traps unsupported. Professionals need to step in to create safety within the community. In Essex, similarly to other areas around the country, we are aware of exploitation happening in a range of places and spaces. These include parks, high streets, leisure venues, hotels, public transport, schools, neighbourhoods, sports clubs, and usually some of the exploitation will occur digitally. Young people are becoming victims of sexual and criminal exploitation, sometimes being moved around the county or outside Essex, known as trafficking and modern-day slavery. Many young people are being exploited digitally and may not meet their abuser, or online exploitation may form part of the grooming process and occur before they meet. This is why traditional safeguarding professionals need to team up with other partners, including the private sector, in order to create safety in our community. If we only take an individual approach without a community focus that increases safety in our places and spaces, then as we help individual children, we leave gaps for other unidentified victims to be preyed upon. We need to create safety in these vulnerable areas to prevent young people becoming victims. Focusing on the place and exploiter is key. This can only be achieved if partners work closely together by identifying and responding to exploited and missing children, as well as prevention and disruption activities in communities vulnerable to exploitation.